Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Canfield, and today I'm going to share with you the story, Maria's Comet. Although this book is fiction, it is based upon the life of Maria Mitchell, who was the first female astronomer. As darkness falls, Papa goes up to the roof to sweep the sky. When I was little, I thought Papa stood on our rooftop, sweeping the stars into place with one great whoosh of a broom. I was sure he swept so hard that dust flew up, higher and higher, till it scattered into a million shimmering specks above his head. But now I am old enough to know Papa is an astronomer who sweeps the sky with a small brass telescope, moving it slowly over the sea of stars like a sailor scanning the waves. A star only seems like a speck of dust because it's so far away, Papa has told me. But my telescope gathers and focuses light to help me see each tiny point as it really is, a giant spark of fire, a far-off sun burning fiercely like our own. With his telescope, Papa can find valleys and mountains on the moon, see stars flicker yellow, red, or deep sea blue. And best of all, search for comets. Someday, he says, we'll know what comets are made of. But for now, they are mysterious visitors with blurry heads and glowing tails, like ancient creatures gliding through the deep. While Papa sweeps the sky, I stay below, pushing my straw broom to and fro. Sometimes I stop to look out the window and imagine the strange worlds Papa can travel just from our silent rooftop. If I could catch hold of a comet's tail, I'd blaze through the night sky to call on each planet. Tiny Mercury, pale Venus, and red-faced Mars, King Jupiter, Saturn, and blue-green Uranus. In the cold darkness, far from the sun, I might even discover a new planet or two. Then I'd circle warm Earth with its oceans of blue and streak off into blackness and more. But my world is small inside this house. There are 9 children in our family, and Mama is often tired. So I help start the fire for breakfast, tell my brothers and sisters bedtime stories, and do so much mending my needle sometimes feels as heavy as the anchor of my uncle's whaling boat. Whenever I can, I break free from my chores. Andrew and I climb to the attic, spread the old atlas out upon the floor, and imagine we're explorers in faraway lands. Then we open Grandpa Coleman's sea chest to find shells, scraps of silk, a single stone of jade, and spin yarns about the fierce storms we braved to bring our treasures home. Our attic hideaway is a treasure trove of books, too. Andrew likes tales about sailors best, but I love stories of the early astronomers. Copernicus, who tried to prove a new idea, that Earth and all the planets circle around the sun. And proud Galileo, who first used telescopes to look at the sky. Through them, he discovered mountains on our moons and the 4 great moons of Jupiter. Now Andrew wants to leave Nantucket Island and sail away to the places we've imagined. One night, as clouds race fast across the sky, I spy him slipping out the gate. I chase him to the harbor and beg for him to stay, but he only shakes his head. "Come with me," he says. "Let's explore the world together." I turn his words over and over like an otter trying to open an oyster shell. And somehow, when I look, I find something wonderful and true inside. I will be an explorer, I decide. But I want to sail the sea of stars and learn about the deepest space. Maybe someday I'll even find a comet. By morning, Andrew's whaling boat is gone. Like so many Nantucket lads before him, he has run away to sea. Mama hides her tears. Papa is silent. My little brothers and sisters cry and pull on my skirt till I sit them in a circle and make up stories of all that Andrew and the sailors will see. Then after supper, Papa takes the whale oil lamp and starts up to the roof. Sometimes even a few steps can be as hard to take as a journey to a distant land. But now it's my turn. So I grip the handle of my broom and make my voice as strong as wood. "Let me come with you, Papa. I want to sweep the sky." Papa stops. Mama looks up from her sewing. Her needle flashes silver in the firelight as though she holds a comet in her hand. I'm afraid they will say no. Afraid they will say a girl should only look through the eye of a sewing needle. But perhaps they can see I need more, and that in my heart I have already set out. At last, Mama smiles. "Take your cloak, Maria. The night is cool." As I push open the door to the rooftop, the Milky Way spreads before me, like a crazy, luminous quilt. Each constellation is a patchwork of stories passed down from the beginning of time. Orion the hunter, Taurus the bull, Gemini the twins. Each stitch is a star I want to understand. Castor, Pollux, and Sirius. Papa aims the telescope and calls me over. I'm so excited I can feel my heart pounding, but my hands are steady. "Let's look at Polaris first," he says softly. "It helps ships find their way because it's always north. We call it the Star of Sailors." I smile. I wonder if Andrew is looking at it too. The brass telescope gleams in the darkness. When I put my eye to it, everything else disappears. At first, I don't see anything. Suddenly, a star bursts into view. It is only one bright spark, but it lights my heart. It is only one star far away, but it seems so close. I can reach out and touch it. I can take hold and follow. I can go wherever it takes me. The end. Boys and girls, I hope that this story inspires you to follow your dreams, and remember, you can grow up and be anything that you desire. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more educational activities. Check out my website, learnelementary.com, or connect with me on Instagram and Twitter at learnelementary.